Hoppers turned out better than I expected. I went into this movie with low expectations. I think I only watched one trailer and I watched a special look that's on Disney Plus, and still somehow my expectations were low. But walking out of this movie, I actually felt that my expectations were way too low because this movie is actually really good. It feels like Disney and Pixar didn't really market this movie well, and I really wish they did because I think people need to go watch this movie because I genuinely think audiences will love this movie. Kids will definitely go crazy about it. They just need to know that it exists. Opus is funny, wholesome, and way more action packed than I expected. It's one of those animated movies that works well for kids and adults. It's actually something that the whole family can watch together. There are jokes that will probably go over the kids' heads, but I know that the parents will catch instantly. The movie has enough depth and energy to entertain everyone, and a huge part of that comes down to the voice cast. Opus has a phenomenal voice cast. Everyone simply disappears into their roles, which is something that Pixar usually does so well. The story follows Mabel Tanaka, a young girl who just wants to save the world one animal at a time. And when scientists invent a way for humans to communicate with animals, she finds her way into this project. Well, they basically put your brain into an animatronic animal's brain without the surgery and stuff. They just transfer your thoughts and everything or your consciousness. And her goal is simple when she does this is to stop a politician from destroying a local animal habitat to build a bridge. But what she didn't expect is that her action has bigger consequences. What really worked for me is the heart of the story. It also has a great opening scene, almost like Up's opening montage that's really emotional, and that's really the heart of this whole film. This movie isn't the basic good versus bad. Most of the characters operate in a gray area. It's actually mostly about how good people can still make bad choices. It doesn't matter if your intentions were good, you can still mess up. It's about accountability and finding a place where you can belong, realizing that you can still make a difference even if it's a small one. The message really landed for me, and I think a lot of people will connect with it. Piper Curda voices Mabel, and she is simply great. She makes the character feel genuine while at the same time hitting all the comedic marks. It's easy to root for Bobby Moynihan, who stars as King George, a beaver who's somehow the king of the mammals. He is just such a lovable character, such a well written character that, yeah, he easily becomes a fan favorite. Jon Hamm plays the role of the mayor who seems to be the bad guy, but he's actually not as bad as you might think. And I also really like the work that he did with this character. There is a lot of complexity to this character, and his voice works so well in bringing this character to life. Visually, the film looks great for the most part. I do think Pixar is trying something new with the animation, and they still have a few things to tweak before it works, but I love the look of the animals, I love the look of this world, and I love the movement of the characters and everything that goes along with the animation. But yeah, there are a few things that didn't sit quite right for me. My biggest issue with this movie is actually the plot holes. Now, I don't want to go too much into the plot, but when you watch the movie and you really follow the story closely, you will see a few plot holes. It feels like some scenes were cut from the movie, and that sort of messes with the pacing. And so, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the kids probably won't pick it up. But yeah, I picked it up, and I wish they made the movie a little longer. I think it's just over an hour and a half, so there was room to, well, put back scenes that I think were probably cut from the movie. And that's one of the things that brings down the rating of this movie for me. I also need to mention that the soundtrack was awesome. I love the music that they played in this movie. It just fits the environment, it fits the characters. And there were a few moments where I sort of found myself dancing in my seat. And the energy of the film is just awesome. Overall, Hoppers is a fun and entertaining movie. I think it's a great addition to the Pixar catalog, and it's one of the best Pixar movies since 2021's Luca. That's just my opinion. Hopefully, others feel this way as well and go out and watch this movie. It's the kind of movie that I can see myself appreciating more on a rewatch. And yeah, I definitely want to rewatch it. So with all its flaws and everything, Opus is still a strong animated movie that I think is pretty relevant for our times. It's fun, it's funny, and well, it's Pixar, so you can expect the normal Pixar stuff. Maybe cry a little, laugh a lot, and just have a fun time in the theater. And yeah, that's why I'm giving this movie 4 out of 5 stars.